Hello, welcome to another plan with me. This week I'm memory planning November 24th to the 30th, and I'm using this kit from Glam. I'm not sure the exact name of it, but it's the Stranger Things themed kit, and I wanted to use it this week because that's when the show came back on air. I mean, that's when the new season started. I just aged myself with that expression. I didn't actually watch it this week. I was going to, I had intentions to, but I just got super busy with other stuff. That and I was still watching Sweet Tooth at this point. I think I actually finished it this week, but I didn't mark that I finished it, but I might not have. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, like 95% sure that I finished it this week. Speaking of Glam Planner, apparently she's closing her shop for good, which is crazy to me. And I was going to order from because she was having like this explosive blowout sale. I'm just making it sound real extravagant. She was having a clearing out sale. And I was so excited. I set my alarm and everything only to find out that she doesn't ship to Canada. It was only going to be like US shipping. So yeah, I just missed out and was kind of disappointed, but that's all right. It's fine. Everything's fine. I do love this kit particularly a lot. I need to learn to slow down when I'm talking because I get tongue twisted very easily. I'm not even sure how long I've had this kit, and I don't know if I directly ordered it from her or if I ordered from someone's D-stash pile, but I've had it for quite a while, and I wasn't sure when I was ever going to use it, and I wasn't sure when this new season was ever gonna come out. Like, it felt like forever, and I literally only watched half of the first episode so far. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like it's too overhyped now that I don't wanna watch it. I don't know what it is, but I'll get there. Moving into the day by day, the first thing on Monday I'm marking is that I read, and I'm just using a little things from the kit. I actually decided to use a lot of what the kit had just because it came with a lot of stuff and I thought I might as well use them. And this read script, I'm pretty sure, is from the Prairie Planner. Next, I'm using a flake from the kit and then this laptop icon from the kit to mark that I had work. And after work, I ended up calling a friend from back home. So I'm using this once more or no, I think that might be an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Just to mark that we chatted on the phone for quite a bit. We're about like 3 hours away from each other. So it was just kind of nice to catch up quickly. And then I'm marking that I took a bath, probably a long bath. Mondays are pretty brutal for me, but I'm using this sticker party bath sticker to mark that. And then to mark that I was watching Sweet Tooth, I'm just using a TV Little Things from the kit. And then to mark that I played games, I'm using this Tamashi Prince Girl as well as the gaming script that came off the same sheet. Moving into Tuesday, the first thing I'm marking is that I read again, so I'm using a Prairie Planner book to mark that, and the read script is the same one that I used on Monday, which I am pretty sure that's from the Prairie Planner as well. And then to mark work, I'm just using a Little Things and this alarm clock icon from the kit. And this day was really cold. It was actually starting to feel like winter because normally by this time we'd be freezing here, but it's been pretty mild. So to mark that it was cold, I'm using this emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And there's a small "It's Cold" script that I'm not sure where it's from, and it's so tiny in this box, but it's fine. And then that evening I went to the movies because Tuesdays are cheap nights and I just wanted to go have popcorn and watch a movie. So I went to go watch the new movie called Now You See Me. It's like the magicians. I liked it. And then when I got home, I played some Black Ops 7. So I'm using this 3 years apart controller to mark that. And then this YouTube icon to mark that I just finished the evening by watching and binging some YouTube videos. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I'm marking again is that I read. I like to read before work because I get up super early, just have my coffee and read. And I'm using this e-reader from the Once More with Love. And it's just so cute. It even says a little chapter on the top there. It's adorable. And then to mark work this day, I'm using another flag and glasses just to mark work that way. And then I went to get groceries. So I think this grocery bag is from the kit. I don't know why I went to get groceries so much this week. It was kind of, I kept forgetting stuff for something I was making. And then I had to pick up snack for work or something, like, I don't know, I just went to the grocery store, like, so many times this week, it was kinda dumb, but, and then to mark YouTube, I'm using the small play button that also came with the kit, and then I watched more Sweet Tooth this evening, so I'm just using another Little Things TV thing to mark that. And then this day, this doesn't really make sense, but I'm using this Once More with Love, a Munchkin. A Munchkin, I was gonna say emoji, but this Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that we tried out our new air fryer. We've never had an air fryer before. I've never owned one in my life, so it was pretty exciting. I just made some fries because I was like, I don't know what to make. But yeah, it was really good. And then my husband set up the tree this day, so I'm using these. Oh, where are they from? They look so familiar, but I can't remember where they're from. But anyways, they're decorating the tree he put up, and yeah, that was it for Wednesday. This may have been the point in the video when my husband was kind of jumping around in my room while I was filming, and it was shaking my desk because he was being excited about this football game. And so, yeah, I think that was when that happened because it was kind of shaky there at the end. Anyway, moving on to Thursday, the first thing I'm marking, of course, is that I read, and I'm using another Prairie Planner book to mark that. And then I had to get some blood work done, so I'm using this blood drop sticker from Otter Prince Co. And that appointment script is from one of the Michael's Happy Planner books. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. And then we ran some errands, and I just realized that I didn't put down anything besides the icon, the car icon from the kit, but I didn't write anything in there yet. And then we went to get Burger King that evening, so I'm using this poutine sticker from the sticker party. And then that evening we watched Home Alone, so I'm using this emoji wearing the Santa hat with the popcorn just to mark that. And the movie night again is from one of those Michael's sticker books. And then I played a little bit of Black Ops 7, so I'm using another 3 Years Apart controller to mark that. I end up losing some footage here over the weekend, so I'm just gonna still try go through everything that I did, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. So moving on to Friday, the first thing I'm marking in is that I read, and I'm using another one of those e-reader stickers from the nope, from Once More with Love. And then to mark that, I was decorating my classroom this day. I'm using the Stick with a Plan Cool Girl to mark that. And then to mark Tim Hortons, I'm using a coffee icon from the kit. And then I did another grocery run, so I have another grocery bag where I'm not sure where it's from. And then I watched more Sweet Tooth that day, so I'm using another TV Little Things to mark that. And then I had a YouTube binge, and I'm using a Munchkin from Once More with Love, holding the play button to mark that. Moving on to Saturday, first thing I'm marking is that I had coffee, and I'm just using this girl sitting in this huge cup of coffee, and I don't know where. Well, I have the name of the shop, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I am so sorry. Like, I just can't. I can't even attempt it. It just looks really hard for me to pronounce. And then I'm marking that I planned, so I'm using the planner that came with the kit, and then I watched some Sweet Tooth. I think I might have finished it this day, actually. And to mark that, I'm just using TV Little Things from the kit. And then I went to Michael's, and I'm using that Michael's Otter from Otter Prince Co. And then I started decorating the apartment. So I'm using this Munchkin from Once More with Love, hanging up stockings. And then I did laundry that day, so I'm using a leftover Prairie Planner laundry basket. And the laundry script is from one of the Michael's sticker books. And then using this leftover phone from one of the Prairie Planners kits, I'm just marking that I called my dad. And then I played some Black Ops 7, so I'm using another small controller from 3 Years Apart. So I tried to slow down this last footage to try catch up. So Sunday, I'm marking that I had breakfast, and I'm using this breakfast plate thing from the sticker party, and the breakfast script is from Holly Linco. And then I'm using the film edit upload sticker that came with the kit just to mark that I did all 3 of those that day. And then to mark Black Ops 7, I'm using this girl. Oh, I can't remember where it's from. But yeah, I played some Black Ops 7, and then for another grocery run, this is the 3rd time this week. It's kind of crazy. Don't know where that grocery bag is from either. It's from my leftover. Oh, I have it in my head. Common Plants, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And then to mark that I decorated my apartment some more, I'm using this gingerbread man from, yeah, I don't remember. That was in my leftover stash. And I played some Overcooked this evening, so I am using this controller sticker from Coffee Brain Plans. And then the final thing I'm marking is just ugh, Sunday scaries. I get Sunday scaries, and it's worse because I have insomnia. Just it's terrible. Anyway, I know there's like a long pause here. I was looking for something. No, a sticker fell on the floor and I was trying to pull it up because I was like, if I don't do it now, it's gonna bug me. Just the whole thing. And of course, you're going to see me try to attempt to show the whole thing once again, and it hardly works. But hope you enjoyed, anyways. Hope you have a great week, great day, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.